The richest heiress returned home early, but was attacked by dogs released by the housemaid. As I lay on the ground covered in bite wounds, the smug housemaid finally appeared slowly, facing my cries for help. She not only refused to save me, but stroked the vicious dog and watched coldly. At that moment I fell into complete despair, and could only place my last hope in my husband. But when the man arrived, he shouted for help, yet his hand tightly covered my mouth, until I completely stopped breathing. But their conspiracy had not truly succeeded. I was unexpectedly reborn to the time before my murder. Thinking of how my beloved husband had joined hands with the housemaid to kill me, I immediately went to bring my husband tea as a disguise, and deliberately interrupted their affair. Even though I knew the maid was hiding under the table, I did not expose her directly. Instead, I tested the man's reaction. To protect the maid, the man claimed he was busy with work, and urged me to return to my room to rest. But just as the maid crawled out from under the table, I suddenly returned. The man hurriedly pushed her back under the table. I deliberately splashed hot tea onto my husband. The scalded maid almost screamed in pain. The man immediately covered her mouth. I then pretended to accidentally step forward, and firmly crushed the maid's fingers under my foot. She bit her hand in pain and did not dare make a sound. After I left, the two of them did not know that every word of their murder plot had already been secretly recorded by me. The next day I began investigating the accounts, and sure enough discovered abnormal financial transfers between my husband and the maid. I then checked the home surveillance cameras. In the footage the two behaved intimately. The maid even took out a pregnancy report. The man was overjoyed, and decided to make me disappear early, so he could give her a proper status. Not knowing I had already learned everything, at that moment I deliberately pushed the door open and entered. The startled maid immediately hid herself. I calmly suggested dismissing the maid. The man instantly became nervous, and desperately spoke up to defend her. I suddenly lifted the blanket to search, trying to find the hidden maid, but only saw a teddy bear on the bed. I slowly looked around the room, and realized the only place someone could hide was behind the curtains.